Hello and welcome back to our channel. Welcome back to Pozzie Adventures and welcome back to the Brisbane Ranges on this rather nice Sunday morning. Okay, so what we're going to be doing today is installing something that we ordered 10 weeks ago and we've been waiting for a while, and I'm going to give you a quick clue as to what it might be. Well, wonder what it could be. That's right, we've ordered some towing mirrors and they finally arrived. So we're going to unbox them, just see what we got here. Okay, so this is what we've ordered, which is the Clearview, the Next Gen Clearviews. These are the new ones, which I don't think I've seen on a Ranger yet anyway. Now we got these through Dirt Road 4x4 down in Werribee. Their address is Unit 8, 61 to 65 Russell Street in Werribee. And the owner there is a guy called Trevor Ryan, who's in our four-wheel drive club. And I'm sure if you're looking for a set of Clearview mirrors and you mention that Pozzie Adventures has put you onto him, I'm sure he'll do you a cracking deal. Anyway, let's get this box open and see what they look like. Oh, it's like Christmas, so exciting. Okay. Oh, fairly well packaged. Okay, so we got fitting instructions on DVD. Don't need that. I'm sure I can work it out. It can't be that hard. Ford Ranger PX1, PX2 and PX3 adapter wiring. Yeah, so it looks like there might be an adapter that needs to go in there. Okay, whatever. Work that out. Please understand that every car and every model are different. Okay, these have got puddle lights if you want them fitted, and they just need to be wired in by the looks of things. So our car doesn't have the facility of puddle lights, but I could wire them up so they work if I wanted to. And just telling you not to unfold the power folds manually. So let's pop that like that. Let's get to the goodies. Okay. Very well packaged. They clearly don't want these damaged, and they're not a cheap light. Sorry, they're not a cheap mirror at all. However, we looked at a few on the market and these are probably the best. So this is the right one. Oh, they are extremely heavy. Extremely heavy. Okay, well, there's the mirror. So what you've got with these, the top mirror is a standard flat glass. There's no distortion to it at all, which anyone who has towed caravans, reversed them, will tell you, you need to have a flat glass. So mirrors that are on the market that only have a convex glass, not really towing mirrors. The bottom pane, that one's your convex one, so that covers your blind spot. These extend out from this point here. I won't try and do it here because they're going to be quite stiff to pull out. A lot easier when they're on the car. These are power fold as well, and these do have the paddle light function at the bottom, which is just here, which at some point I may wire up, but right now I'm just going to fit them as is and see how they go. Anyway, let's just pop these to one side. Let's get the standard mirror off and see what's involved. Okay, so I guess the first thing is just to remove our standard towing mirrors, which have served us well. These have been a good mirror, and as a cheap alternative, they're very good. Let's get rid of that one and see what we got to do. So first things first, this cover needs to come off. Now, there'll be some poppers just behind here holding it. And you've just got to gently try and get behind and just pop it off. And then in the bottom is the speaker wire, which is, they don't give you an awful lot of slack. So these are the poppers that you're popping off of the door. And you just need to push this little trigger in and pull, that will come off. put that somewhere safe. Gonna need to put it back on. This is the main wiring for the standard mirror, so we just unplug that for now. So that's done. Now, this is Ford being crafty with this one, because there's 3 screws that hold this mirror to the door, and if you want to come round and have a look, first one's here, second one is down here, which unfortunately means removing the door card to get to it, and the third one's behind that rubber grommet, which we just need to pop out. So I'm just going to get something behind the grommet to see if I can pry it out. Probably not the best tool. Let me just get a screwdriver. That got it. Okay, let me just pick it up. Throw it on the floor. Okay, so there's your 3 screws, 1, 2, 3. So we need to get this door card off. Okay, so let's have a look. There should be some screws behind this panel here. So this panel probably, yeah, feels like it's gonna. Just pops off. It's an easy one. And there's usually one up behind here. Screwdriver. Yeah, it's coming. Just pop that plastic out from behind the door handle, like that. And then there's a screw just in here. And then there's one, oh no, hang on. There's one up in here. There's one up in here. And there's probably another one. No, that looks like that could be all the screws. So one there, one there. Strange that there's not one along here, but there isn't. So there's a screw here. There's one in here. And I believe, yeah, there's 2 just normal Phillips screws at the bottom of the door. And that should be all of them. So, let us have a look. Okay, so the one on the door handle, that's a T20. So that's a Torx bit T20. That's that one. These ones are probably bigger. Oh no, that's a... Okay, so the ones inside the door are just normal screwdriver bits. These are just a normal Phillips screwdriver. This is a Pozzie drive actually, because it's snap-on. So we go in. That's that one. Don't try and do this at night. You'll never see inside to see these where these screws are. 2 at the bottom of the door. 1 here. And okay. There's 2. You're filming that, yeah? That's one of the screws. So unfortunately there's no easy way of getting these door cards off. You have got to just reef on them. If you can get one of the plastic removal tools behind and find the plastic poppers, you can sometimes help it with that. But if you can just get your fingers under the bottom and just give it a quick tug, usually they pop off or break. Okay, so these doors, the covers are just held on with poppers. Now, I shouldn't need to take this door off completely because I'm just trying to get to this screw here. So if I just unhook it, we should be able to just let it hang like so. Now I can get to it. Okay, so I want this screw, this screw, this screw, and that should then come off. So T30. Come on. And there we go, that's the standard mirror off. So, oh dear, this is your replacement. What I might do is just, for now, I shall wind the window down. That way I can get my hand to hold it with one hand and start the screws with the other.
Recording start.
So this would be probably easier to have an assistant to hold the mirror, but it's possible to do it yourself, as you see. But go for the top one first, get her lined up, and just loosely, she's on. It is quite difficult to see where she needs to be to line up. That's that one. And the last one, this one here. Just needs to get in this hole, which obviously has to line up because the other two have. Now, these mirrors have got a really nice rubber pad. Just make sure that your wiring is not trapped between the mirror and the door before you tighten it up. So there's all your wiring for all the bits inside. Just make sure it's nice and free. It's pretty good. And then you can just nip up the mirror. Go the right way. And I'm not doing this up too tight. This snap-on gun would do them and snap them off probably. And then what I'm going to do is make sure they're tight by hand. Originally, these were very tight on the original Ford mirrors. But the original Ford mirrors didn't have the rubber seal. And there we go. I would think But they're tight enough. I don't think they need to be any tighter than that. So what I've done, I've not gone until they've gone onto a hard stop, because I don't think they will. I think they'll break. So I've just nipped them up so that they're nice and tight. Make sure that your cabling is still free, which it is. And I'm guessing it just wants to be poked away. Then we can take the door card, put your wiring back round, put your door card back on and just make sure it's level. If you got it right, your holes at the bottom you should see line up. Just here. And then all you need to do is give it a little tap all the way round. The grommet can go back over your hidden one. I just need to find my screwdriver. And the screws, the small screw. Okay, so the smallest screw, the smallest head size, is the one that goes at the top, but this is the one with the Torx bit actually. So that's your T20, goes in at the top. And again, they don't need to be tight, they're only going into plastic, so just nip them up. So that's how it should go. Just like that. Smooth. Don't want to know what my missus has just flicked me the bird. I have no idea why. The abuse that us men have to take. Okay, 2 in at the bottom. Suppose I should have really checked it works first, shouldn't I? But I've got trust. Hopefully my trust is not misplaced. I need to get down lower. I won't put the plastic covers on until I've checked it though. Just to make sure I've got everything plugged in as it should be. Okay, let's have a look. Now, where's the on button? There. Okay. So, mirrors. Right hand. Well, there you go, the top one's moving in and out as it should, up and down as it should, and it's power folding perfectly. Indicator, oh, that's wipers. Indicators are working as they should. So that's very nice. Let us just put this plastic cover on, and in here is almost done. And really, with a plastic cover, it's just a squeeze on like so. And also the one that goes in over here, which is this one, has a little cutout in the corner. You just basically pop it in there. And that's it. That one's in as well. So, we could put the speaker back in as well. So this speaker, get it the right way up. They only just give you enough cabling. And then just, there we go. Good as new. Better than new. Let's take the cover off. And to show you the way that these mirrors differ, I mean, obviously a nice looking mirror, but to pull them out, you pull them like that, and then you've got your towing mirror all very neat and quite an attractive looking mirror. Pushing them back exactly the same way, just grab hold and push them back. And obviously these are power fold. These can be pushed back as well, but they do say not to fold them manually because they're power fold. So to fold them, just push the button and in they come. Okay, there we go, easy job. So to fit the pair, I'd say you'd be looking at maybe 40 minutes, 20 minutes aside to do it. Fairly easy job, certainly something you can do yourself. Just a few screws, that's all it is. And they should be a good addition. We'll check them out next time we go away, which hopefully, lockdown providing, will be next weekend, providing regional Victoria is not back in lockdown. Okay, so obviously fitted to the Ranger in standard setup. Now these are just marginally wider than the standard Ranger mirrors. So what you get, you got the top section. This is just a standard flat glass, non-magnified, so just standard flat glass. And the bottom section here is convex glass. So what that will give you your blind spot view, and this will give you an undistorted view to the rear of the vehicle to see your caravan. Side repeaters are built in for the indicators, as are puddle lights underneath, which, there we go, I don't know if you can actually see them operating, but the standard Ranger mirrors don't have puddle lights, but this has got them as standard. PX3, you don't have to do anything more to it to get the puddle lights working. Again, same the other side. And to give you an idea what they look like, I'm just going to pull these out. And there you go, that's them fully extended with the telescopic section on them. Really quite nice. A little bit neater than the original ones, the original Clearviews. The telescopic bit is a little bit nicer to look at. And obviously the function of having the puddle lights and also the power fold is also nice. I know they do a module as well that enables you to power fold from your key fob. Didn't really think I needed that, but yeah, I'm really happy with them. I think they look great. So there we are. Also, moving on from the video I did last week of the phone holder that we put in the Ranger, I thought I would stick one of the metal strips on the back of my HN7 hammer to see whether or not it would be strong enough to hold the hammer, and it's definitely strong enough. So yeah, there we go, mounted on the back. Hammer just sits there. It's down below the screen of the normal GPS, so it's not actually obscuring anything, and now we can use the HN7 without cluttering too much space at the top. I did stick it on the window for our trip to Queensland, and we ended up not taking it purely because Tanya was just like, there's too much on the screen, and I had to agree, there was too much on the screen. With it here, it's nice, it's out of the way, and we still get the use of it. So yeah, that's another thumbs up for this one. Anyway, gonna wind this video up now, just to say thanks for watching, and please like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.